What's good, y'all? This your boy Joe Cliff. We on the outside looking in. Let's talk about what we see. What's good, y'all? This is your boy Joe Cliff, and we are here on the outside looking in. I hope everybody's been healthy, happy, prosperous, blessed. I hope everybody's been taking their goals, making their goals happen, accomplishing them goals. And even if you don't, make sure you just work on them and do what you have to do to prosper, succeed, believe, achieve, and just grow. Now, let's get to this battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Well, first off, battle rap in general is going crazy today. GTX has their first card. GTX is God tier Alliance, God tier X, whatever you want to call it, and that is Disaster, and that is Lush 1. They have their first card going down today. I think it is live streaming right now. I am gonna try to tap into that. Just got home, finished doing my housework and all that other stuff. So now I just finished watching a battle that we're about to talk about. But big announcements. RBE just dropped Robin Rhymes versus Bonnie Godiva on YouTube, and I will be recapping that too. Big shouts out to Bonnie, big shouts out to Robin Rhymes. I'm gonna go watch that as soon as I'm done with this because I just watched Fonz versus Tink. The Landlord holds an exorcism. The Landlord holds an exorcism. Big shouts out to Fonz, big shouts out to Tink on the return. It's been like a year or two, year and a half, I believe, since he's been back. He's had a couple battles. Danny went crazy on him. Then him and Danny tagged up versus Ace and I forgot who they battled. It was a tag team, but that was a nice little battle. And now he had one other he had somebody else too in the meantime. But Tink is back and he's facing Fonz, the Landlord. You know what I'm saying? Fonz is crazy. Fonz is crazy. And off rip, you know, they flip the coin or whatever. Fonz wins the coin toss. It's on Tink. Tink goes first round. You know what I'm saying? He starts off alright. Actually, I got some notes, you know what I'm saying? I took some notes. I'm trying to be like a little more professional, like give y'all a little bit better of a breakdown. So I do have my notes right here, you know what I'm saying? But Fonz's first round, he gets into it or whatever. He has this Landlord, and I sent people to the Lord's landline and things of that nature, a floor plan scheme, just like I decorate houses now. You don't want to be a part of the floor land. And then he has like a dim me more, go something, like he starts cooking. But then it gets like a little shaky. The thing with Tink is Tink has, like, I don't know, he's not adjusting as far as performance-wise because he has bad breath control. Like, through the middle of his round, he stops. He almost throws up, so he gets some water. So, like, it's taken away from his round. Everything that he's doing is really taken away from his round, and it's making things a lot harder, you know what I'm saying, to pay attention to the bars and what he's really doing up there. So, like, he starts, like I said, he's breathing out of control. Like, he's stopping in the middle of his bars. He almost threw up. So, like, that was like Tink's first round, and like it took away a lot. So off the rip, I was pretty much about to give Fonz the first round, and he comes in and he's shooting off the gate. He has this new Monsters Inc. line. Ever since Smack brought in the new Monsters Inc., the old Monsters is getting laughed at. He was like, they earned me, like the Undertaker, Paul Bearer's line. He was like, bro, he was like Akeem and the Landlord with the semi between us. Like, yo, Fonz, the way Fonz raps is so compact that if you don't listen to what he's saying, you're gonna miss something, because even when he starts scheming, it's crazy. Like, he gets into, like, when he starts scheming, each line is a punch inside of his scheme. So, like, he goes into the Devil's Rejects, Dead Man Walking, we rob zombies, I came into that crib, demon in the house, the shit's flying. Like, yo, Fonz is so crazy when it comes to these punchlines. It's next level. And it'd be hard for a lot of people to keep up with that, because like you're trying to pay attention so much, and you're trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, keep up with line for line. So then when it comes to the next opponent, it's like, yo, like, what can you really bring to the table or say that's really gonna wow me that Fonz didn't just say? And that's literally what happened in the first round. He was gassing. It was like punch out the punch, line after line. And you know what I'm saying? And then the second round comes, Tink begins, he tries the rebuttal, and it's like it kinds of fall flat. He's freestyling, he's rebuttaling, he's trying to like test the room. And it's not really like hitting, like he had a 380, I tried to bring the baby back type line. Like it was alright, but it didn't, nothing really stuck as far as like his rebuttals and his freestyles. But he starts to pick up. He has a crazy car scheme. He was like calling in flying spurs, then Phantom Ghost. Like he has a crazy, like he starts scheming and all this other shit. So he's like, you know what's wild pussy? A lioness, and then they lion this, and then lion this, and then lion pit. Like he starts going crazy. Tink's second was fire. It's just the thing, he can't, like his breath control and his performance. Like once he starts, like if you know Tink, you know he has this voice and he does like this cadence and things of that nature, and I think that puts a lot on his breath too. So like he gets into these lines and like he starts to try to power up, and then he powers up for a minute, and then he starts to fall flat. But he had some crazy lines in there. He had like on there, I can nail cause my arm's strong. You see the moonwalking type thing. He's like, I want to hit him in his belly to see if it's aboriginal, like the ancestors and things of that nature. But you know what I'm saying? It's Tink. Like he just starts to like, you know, I don't know. He doesn't end his rounds well neither. Each round he just like, you know, I don't know if he like kind of starts to like forget what his rounds are, or like the end of his rounds or something like that. But you know, he just pretty much like, oh, rap nigga, and then that's it. So we get to Fonz, and he has a crazy airplane scheme off the rip. He has like a Delta, Spirit, United, like some crazy, like it's a crazy airplane scheme. He was like, and then you look at we all know that you're Daniel's son, talking about Daniel, why you act like he's Miyagi though? Like, yo, the way Fonz puts and constructs his bars is so crazy. And like the room was a little lackluster too. That's the thing. It wasn't like a good battle rap room as far as like, I don't know, the people in there. Like there was battle rappers and things of that nature, but I don't think like a lot of people, I don't know what the atmosphere was, but the room was kind of dead. They wasn't picking up on some of the lines that Fonz was saying, so it was like, you know what I'm saying? But he was going crazy. He had a, it's always Black Lives Matter until I go far left and teeth start coming out. Like, Fonz is a punch machine. Like, even, like, not even just a punch machine, like a scheme machine. Like, he does what he does, bro. And it'd be so hard for his opponents to actually come back from what he's doing, because everything is a punch. The schemes are punches, the angles are punches, like everything is a punch. It's so crazy. But we get into Tink's round 3, and Tink goes in. Like Tink he had a good round. His round 3 was actually pretty fire. It's just that, like I said, he, like, I don't know, he has to get his performance together. Once he gets his performance together, he gets his breath control together, he like sticks to, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna say one cadence or something like that, but he just sticks to like something that's more easier for him to actually get his rounds out, where they actually sound better and he's able to perform them better. He's gonna be perfectly fine, because Tink, he's punching, he's scheming, he's doing all this, but it's just kind of lackluster, because it's the simple fact that you're like, yo, like, what the fuck, like, because he's like by the middle of his round. So it's like, but he had a crazy phone scheme. He said, I FaceTimes the text, you know what I'm saying, thing pop. He said the thing popped, the body on vibrate soon as the ring stopped. Like, he was going crazy. He's like, you ever you remember the white girl from the Man on Fire movie, Nobody, Dakota Fanning? Like, he was going crazy. Defensive backs, go Brady, time of tell, 12th time. Like, yo, no bullshit. Tink's third round was fire. It was fire. but it's just like he ended so flat. It's like, I don't know if he forgot what he was saying or he started to forget his round, but he started freestyling again, and then the freestyle just didn't work, and then he was just like time, and he was winded. And that was the end of his third, and then we go into Fonz's third. And off rip, he's like, yo, he's, you know, he starts with a little jokey. It's a little jokey at first, but he starts to get into it. He's like, search party. Timbaland's gonna be the only one to find Tink. You know what I'm saying? If you know, Timbaland was Tink's artist, and he found like Chicago artist. It's kind of crazy. He said, we know you've been in the cell a little bit. Like, he was going crazy. Lakers on a losing streak. You try to blame it on Russ. You've been ass so long, your stock don't drop. Like, bro, demon possession into another nigga's body, Charles Lee Ray. Like, he had this crazy Chucky scheme, and then he just started punching. He had some robbing big lines. He had some none lines talking about him, talking about Tink and none being robbing big. He's like, we really robbed him big. Like, he was going crazy, like, honestly. If I was to call this battle, I would probably say it would be a gentleman's. You could say 2-1 if you wanted to like give Tink the third, because his third was crazy. You know what I'm saying? He was angling, he was talking to him, he's talking about how soon as Fonz joined NWX, it was eviction for the landlord. Like, he had some lines in there. He was talking, but like I said, it fell flat. Like, it always, like, all three of his rounds, they ended so crazy. It was like he just started rapping, or like he was forgetting what he was saying, so he started freestyling, so it was like kind of lackluster. But me, I will give that Fonz a gentleman's 30. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you go check out that battle. It's on the URL app right now, and it's a good battle. I won't say it's a fire battle. It's a good battle. Fonz showed up. Tink had some trouble through his rounds, but let me know what you guys think. If you seen that battle, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you tap in. This is your boy Joe Cliff. Make sure you be looking out. I'm gonna do a Bonnie Godiva and a Robin Rhymes recap, and I got some other things that I'm working on that's gonna go on the channel. I got another story time coming. Make sure you go check out that story time that I posted on there, and make sure you guys just subscribe, share the channel. Make sure you share the channel, and continue to hold your boy down. This is your boy Joe Cliff. We on the outside looking in. Holla.